Hey, Bob, I was thinking because we're going to be reviewing Mountain Dew Energy Pomegranate Blue Burst tomorrow, that we should do a fun fact about blueberries and about pomegranates. I'll go first.
Yeah, let's do it.
Did you know that each blueberry plant can produce up to 6,000 blueberries in a year?
That seems like a lot of berries.
It does seem like a lot.
Did you know that I don't even know how to spell pomegranate?
Mountain Dew. They'll figure out which dews are overrated and rave about the flavors that they love. With a ranking scale that's way too complicated. It's Mountain Dew they're connoisseurs of. They'll compare different flavors of Mountain Dew. Make OGs and newbies go toe to toe. They'll tell stories about their crew and share the scores with you. They're Bob and Phil and they are the Mountain Dew.
I'm Phil.
I'm Bob,
And we are.
the Mountain Duo.
Let's go.
Let's do it.
All right.
Do the do.
This is what we're drinking tonight.
Look at that. That's kind of a cool looking can right there, man. That is legit.
That is legit.
I like that.
And that's also the first category. So we're just going to jump right into that. We'll review
Yeah,
a little
let's
bit
do
as we
it.
go, but let's jump into packaging and design. What do you think about it?
I think it looks really cool, but non-unique with all the different blues and purple on there with the red eyes and the red nose. Kind of cool. So I really like it. I like that lion's head. I think we both like that they go with the pop top of a color.
Is your pop top shiny?
Yours looks way more shinier than mine.
Mine is.
So does your can is too. Look at it.
I can't. Oh.
Yeah, yours is like, I don't know if it's because mine is out of the fridge and it's starting to sweat or something. But mine looks like a gray silver, and yours looks like chrome to me. Is it our cameras are different?
I think it might just be my lighting because it's kind of a flat gray. But I was going to comment on how shiny my pull tab was. So the shininess of this is coming through. This is just a little bit shiny because of my light, I think. I don't know for sure.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because it doesn't look chrome when I look at it here.
Yeah.
But it is. That
I don't know.
That tab there is a lot shinier.
Yours is, yeah. I think my tab is shiny too, but just I guess through the cameras, yours looks a little bit different blue than mine.
Yeah.
Yours looks like a lighter blue. I don't know.
I do really like this lion. Blue's one of my favorite colors. The combination with blue and red and the gray, I think that just looks real sharp. So, and I always like those colorful pull tabs. It makes it fun.
Yeah.
Pop tops.
What are you gonna rate it?
Tabs. I'm going with a 5.
I went with a 4. I like it. It's on the positive side. Maybe it's between a 4 and a 5 because of that pop top pull tab is really cool. That's something I think they should put on
all Mountain Dew.
Yeah, especially if you're getting away from energy.
Right. Yeah, they're discontinuing energy drinks.
Yeah, I'm gonna
put it
start
on all
tweeting
Mountain Dews because then
I'm gonna start on our Mountain Duo Twitter. I'll say day 1 of tweeting Mountain Dew until they change the pull tab colors,
color coded pull tabs on the
according to the flavor. Every day. Day 2 of tweeting.
I could Photoshop a bunch of cans with different colored pull tabs on them.
Yes.
We could just post one every day. That'd be fun.
Yeah, because look at, man, how cool would voltage be? Boom.
Yeah.
With that.
Right.
And and you would stand out.
And when you've got it, when you put them all on the bottom of the cooler, and then you pour ice over it, and it starts to melt a little bit, and you can just see the tops of the cans, and you're pulling one up, looking for the one that you want. You'd just be able to look in there and be like, code red right there. Got it.
Yeah, because then all the ice displaces into the hole, and when you go to put it back in, because that's not the one you wanted, it only goes halfway in now. Right. The top half is out of the ice. You got to get your
hand down in there and try to dig out the ice and get it in there. Yeah.
We're just solving problems today. I mean that's it. That's all we're doing. Come on, let's
Mountain
go.
Dew?
Mountain Dew.
You're welcome.
There you go.
All right. Okay.
Appearance of the drink.
Appearance of the drink.
Which we learned, was it last week? That we had a mishap with the Mountain Dew. What do we call that thing?
What are you
Mountain
talking
Dew glass?
About? Oh, yeah.
Your Mountain Dew broken, chipped corner chalice.
Yes, my chipped corner here.
Dang it.
Chipped rim. It's still sharp. I should probably get my file out and kind of file that down or something, because
I don't know. You'll
right. Just get a little everything breaks. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, if you do that, I would definitely do it while you're recording, right in front of there.
For sure.
And
yes.
And then if it does explode, then at least you've got something to put up on our channel.
Yes. All right. I'm gonna pop this one open.
Yeah, crack it. Crack that soda can. Aluminum can. No.
Oh. But you talked over my.
Oh, dang it! Dang it!
All right. You got any? I have never drank this. I've never had this drink before. You got any guesses of what color it's going to be? I mean, it's got.
I have had it.
You have?
Because I had like 2 or 3 of them in my refrigerator because I think it's I don't know what I think I'm gonna go with blue. But I kept buying it because I didn't realize that I had it, I think. Okay. And so I just kept getting it, and then eventually I had a couple of them.
I would guess that it's blue. I'm kind of thinking it would be just the way I was thinking about it, kind of a light blue. Like a little more clear than like voltage and stuff like that. I don't expect it to be, or like Summer Freeze was, bright, vibrant blue. I expect it to be kind of a light blue.
Right.
Not necessarily light like baby blue, but light like pretty transparent.
Transparent, same thing.
Transparent. Let's see here.
It's pink. We're both way off. Because a pomegranate is red, right?
I think so.
So you could have gone either way, really. But looking at that kind of looks like voltage to me.
It kind of does.
Although it might be a little more clear.
It is. I think it's a lot lighter than voltage.
Yeah.
And maybe even a little bit of purple to it.
Hey, I don't know. I don't know if you've noticed this. But as of late, when I used to drink voltage, I don't know that I really got that root raspberry.
You taste more of the ginseng?
Yeah, I think I was tasting that and the caffeine. I was getting more of those flavors.
Okay.
But as of late, now that they're saying that they're getting rid of Spark, which is a raspberry lemonade, right? Mm-hmm. But I think it has a really good raspberry flavor. I kind of feel like voltage I'm getting a lot better. That's my mind trying to just fill in the gaps where I'm going to be missing Spark by so much. But I kind of think I'm getting more raspberry, and I'm like, man, this is really good.
Interesting.
Right?
Dang. I went to my wife's company Christmas party the other night.
I did too.
Yeah.
Well, I went to my Christmas party,
yes.
not your wife's.
Right. Yeah, mine was on Thursday night. Yours was on Friday night, right?
Yeah, Thursday. That's a weird night.
It is weird.
But if you don't work on Fridays.
Right, exactly.
It works.
But it was really nice. It was fun. It's a new job for her, so I met a lot of people that I've never met before. So that was nice. But some of the hors d'oeuvres that they were bringing around, they had like this little tiny piece of like a little bread or something. And it had...
Was it toasted bread or was it soft bread?
It was crunchy.
Yeah, okay, all right. Fill us in here.
And then it had pears that were kind of like...
Okay.
Kind of like pear, like you would put in a pie. Like it had like a little bit of syrup to it, a little bit.
Okay.
And it had pear and it had pomegranate on the little piece of toast.
Ooh.
So I have recently tasted pomegranate.
Pomegranate's a wintry, Christmassy.
I think so.
Thing, right? Because I don't know that I see it or get it much except for in the cold months. So I don't know.
I don't really eat pomegranate much. I don't think I've ever bought it.
We did. We got on a kick.
My parents
for a while, and they're kind of fun to open up. And you can watch some videos. Well, there's different videos on telling you how to cut it here and pull here, and then it like separates, and you have like that white lining that goes between each of the compartments, and it can separate easier. I don't know. You can shake it in some water or something so that it doesn't get your hands and covered in red, purple dye. But we've been on some kicks. But I think the last one was probably 3 years ago. Around Christmas time, where it just kept getting them, and we just kept like a jar of them, or like a stay fresh basket kind of thing in the refrigerator. Man, they're good. I like them.
I tend to stick to certain berries, because I've had some allergic reactions to
kiwi,
to some berries, and to kiwi, but.
Schnoz berries. I remember that allergic reaction you had to that.
Well, later on at the Christmas party.
Oh no.
When they brought out the desserts, right? I got the apple pie, and my wife got some kind of chocolate torte or something, and it had some berries on top. And she's like, "Hey, do you want some of this?" And I was like, "No." She's like, "Why?" And I'm like, "I don't know what kind of berries those are." She's like, "Oh, I think they're cranberries." I was like, "They kind of look like cranberries." But I was like, I don't want to risk it. She's like, "Okay." So then one of the servers came around. She said, "Hey, what kind of berries are these right here?" And the server said, "Oh, those are lingonberries."
Lingonberries?
Yeah, which lingonberries were one of the berries that I had a reaction to once. So
I've never even heard of a lingonberry.
I think it's a Swedish thing, maybe.
Swedish, so
IKEA, I think, has like lingonberry soda in their.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah. So it must be.
And the one time that I had it, my wife and I were on a vacation in San Francisco, and we were getting ready to ride across. We were rented bikes. We were going to ride bikes across the Golden Gate Bridge, and we went to this breakfast spot before that somebody had recommended that we go to while we were there. And my wife got like these crepes or something, and they had lingonberry in it. And I don't like sweet breakfast, so I just got, some biscuits and gravy or something like that.
Solid
choice. And I just had like 2 bites of her lingonberry crepes. Yeah. I was like, "Yeah, those are pretty good." And she's like, "Oh, they're really good." So anyway, we go pick up our bikes, put some sunscreen on. We're getting ready to ride across the bridge there, and my wife's in front of me.
Giant bridge?
The Golden Gate Bridge. We're riding our bikes across.
Is there like bike paths or like?
Yeah, there's like
area,
a whole.
Or are you like in that traffic?
There's the traffic where the road goes, and then there's like a fence, and then there's a sidewalk, and like on the sidewalk there's like a bike lane, and then there's where you can walk and take pictures and stuff like that.
So it's like a huge sidewalk.
It's huge. Yeah, it's like as wide as another lane of traffic.
Oh wow.
So we start to ride. We're heading towards the bridge, and I'm start having this issue, and I'm like, my wife's in front of me. I'm like, "Hey, Michelle, I I think I got sunscreen in my eyes or something. Like, can we stop for a minute? And she turns around and she said, I looked like Hitch.
Hitch?
Yeah. My eyes were like swelling shut. My whole face was all swollen up. She's like, oh my gosh. Like, we need to find a pharmacy. So I'm like trying to look at my phone to figure out where the closest pharmacy was. Finally found a Walgreens, and I got over to the Walgreens, and I was so itchy. Everything was itching so bad, and took a handful of Benadryl and went back to the hotel and just stood in a cold shower for a couple hours. Like, just trying
that's not good.
That was not good. Took a nap for a couple hours. Then I woke up still partway swollen. And I said, all right, let's go right across the Golden Gate Bridge. So somewhere I have pictures of me on the Golden Gate Bridge and my face is all puffy. And
yeah, I need to see that.
Like the bridge of my nose was just like
your
straight.
Sunglasses couldn't even get on your nose.
Right. Yeah. Like this part here, like puffed up and was like flat across.
Oh my gosh. Well, we, our Christmas party also had delicious hors d'oeuvres going around.
Okay.
And if I say this, you tell me what it is. Mm-hmm. Empanada.
Empanada is like it's like a little tiny, it looks like a little tiny taco maybe. And it's kind of like sealed up and there's usually some stuff inside of it.
Yeah. What kind of stuff is in there?
I would think usually it's like pork and some kind of Mexican seasoning, but I have seen like chocolate empanadas and stuff like that before.
Okay, so all right, thank you, because they were coming around like right as we walk in the door. Would you like an empanada? And it had like a little drizzle that kind of looked like syrup or something over it, and I was like, I'll start with dessert. You know, I really wasn't sure what but it was meat in there, and it was delicious, and so then I ate like a lot more. I don't know. But a bunch of them.
Well,
but I kind of was like, it's like, that's kind of weird that they're walking around. And I said that to my wife, and she was like, no, there's meat in there. And I was like, are you sure? But yeah, she was right. I was kind of thinking it was like a dessert. Like a fried pie. Yeah, like I was like, okay, well, yeah, that sounds. Sure, I'll start with that. We just got here. Yeah, why not?
Let's go. It's getting crazy tonight.
We had you know those like green peppers, but they have red ones and yellow ones and orange ones, like the little
like the little peppers that kind of look like a jalapeno size in shape, but they're not spicy.
Yes, yeah.
Sweet
well,
sweet peppers.
Cut those in half, and they're good to munch on. They're crispy, crunchy, and they got like nice sweet flavor to them, and they're good. But they put, I think, pimento cheese spread in it. Oh, son! I ate a lot of those too. They were good.
Well, we so your empanada disguised that was disguised to you because you thought it was going to be a dessert.
Yeah.
The other hors d'oeuvre that they had at my wife's party was it looked like meatballs. So both desserts were kind of in disguise, because like the pear pomegranate stuff on top of the little piece of bread, a lot of times they'll get like the little piece of bread that's got like a little mozzarella and some tomato on it. And so
and that's delicious.
It kind of looked like that. If you weren't paying attention, you might just grab it and think it was that. And then it was all sweet, like pie filling on there. Well, then they had this other thing that I probably should have asked, cause especially with some food allergies, I should probably be asking instead of just grabbing stuff. But I saw it and I was like, that's a meatball. And I grabbed it and I didn't think I needed to ask what it was. I bit into it.
Okay.
It was not a meatball. It was a cherry that was like surrounded in goat cheese, and then the outer layer was pecan that was like a pecan pie filling, so it was really sweet. and then like the cheese was like perfect bit of non-sweet to go with that sweetness of the cherry and the pecan, and it was fantastic. But it was not a meatball. I put it in my mouth and I was like, "What is this?" And they told me what it is, and I'm like, "Okay, yep, that's what it is. That's good."
What kind of meatball is this?
Right?
That's funny. Yeah. Well, sounds like you had some delicious food. I know the food that I had was amazing and super delicious, and it was a lot of fun to get to meet a lot of the spouses of all the people that work at our office, and so it was a lot of fun. It was a great night, great evening, and the boss kind of laid out our envision for what we're going to do for 2024, and I think everyone seems to be really excited about it. I know I am. So
nice. Yeah.
Yeah, it was really neat. It was really fun. I wish my mother had not come down with COVID.
She was your babysitter?
They were our babysitter, and so we have neighbors. They have a 13-year-old son that has never babysat, but I was like driving by, and he was outside. I was like, "Hey, do you babysit?" He's like, "What?" I was like,
"What?"
So I got out and talked to him. I was like, "Do you babysit?" And he's like, "No, I never have." I was like, "Well, would you want to?" I like, we were kind of scrambling at the time, but no, he did. My kids play with him, and they love him, and
nice.
He did a good job, and so we were able to go, but we didn't stay out because a bunch of them went. It was in the stockyards there in Fort Worth, and they had rented out like a little place. I don't know. It's like I guess it's just a place for weddings and parties and stuff because it wasn't like
a little event space.
Yes, yeah. I don't think there was like a
ballroom or meeting room or anything.
I don't even know if there was a kitchen in it.
Okay.
But it had like a back patio where they put the bar up, and then they had an upstairs that on top of the building that overlooked the street, which was really cool. But then a bunch of them, after they got done eating and stuff, they went to the Drover Hotel, which is a really fancy hotel there, and then they went like country line dancing and at some of the bars and stuff there in the stockyards, which I was kind of looking. I've never done that before. I'm very tall and white, so dancing is like not in my wheelhouse, right? I gotta do like Hitch. We're gonna do another Hitch,
another Hitch reference tonight, huh?
Yeah, so we're gonna I gotta stay right here, kind of thing. But yeah, that sounded like I had a blast at that. I wish I could have done that, but hey, you know what? Sometimes curveballs happen, and you gotta try to make it work. So.
Fun.
We didn't want to leave him on his first job there till midnight, 1 o'clock.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
So we ate and hung out a little bit and then came home.
Nice.
Yeah. Super good.
Our party was pretty low key. There's only 7 people in her company, but then there's like another like the family company of the owner. So some of those people were there too. But it was really fun. I mean, there was probably, I don't know, maybe 30, 40 people there total. But it was a good group. Everybody was really fun. Nice to meet everybody. It was not at the Stockyards. It was at the Denver Country Club, which was interesting because no cell phones are allowed. And our kids no cell phones are allowed. You can use them in the parking lot if you're in your car. Other than that, no cell phones.
Why? What's the deal?
I don't know.
What's going on over there?
Maybe there's just famous people there that don't want to be photographed. I don't know. I don't know what the deal is. But our kids stayed home alone.
Oh boy.
So it was interesting for them to be home alone and us to like not have our phones
right
to check in on them or text them, hey, it's time to get in bed, stuff like that. But
did you go back out and check your phone a bunch?
I checked under the table a couple times. I just kind of
you had it
down low.
Okay.
Yeah, I had it, but I just had it silenced and it wasn't supposed to be on it. But
that's such a weird rule nowadays, right? Like, I think like a long time ago, I think it might have been with you, like up in one of the mountain towns.
Yeah.
Did we go gambling, Michelle? And Kaylee was there, and we went up there and we tried to take a picture.
Yeah.
And the security came running over and was like, "You can't have cameras in here." Like, now people are like filming YouTube shows in the casinos of them gambling. Like,
yeah.
Like such a weird.
Right. That was in Cripple Creek.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it Michelle and Kaylee with us?
It was, yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
Good.
I think we went to Cripple Creek for a little while, and then we went horseback riding.
We got on those elk or something outside.
The statues.
Those bronze statues or deer or some kind of... Yeah. Yeah, we got in trouble.
Yep. Sometimes that happens.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't do it on purpose. We didn't know that, and it wasn't... This was before really cell phones, or some people probably had cell phones, but... I mean, we had an actual, like a digital camera. So it was in that time period between, if there were cell phones, I don't know if we had them at that time or not, but if we did, they didn't have cameras on the cell phones. And if they did have cameras, they were like
not very good.
Terrible.
Yeah. Yeah. One other thing I found interesting about the Denver Country Club, when we left, it was
Is it a golf course?
It is. Yeah. There's a golf course.
Okay.
But there's more. When we left, we went out and I was like, "Hey, let's go over here. Like, it's all lit up over here. Like, let's go see what's around this corner in the parking lot." So we walked over there, and they had like a bunch of pickleball courts.
Oh,
and
becoming a huge thing.
Yeah, there was a whole bunch of people playing pickleball at 10 p.m. All the lights are on. It's it was nice that night, so it was like 45 degrees out. And
that's
people
not
out
nice.
There, shorts and t-shirts. And then right next, all these pickleball courts are they're elevated, so they're like above your head. Like they built them up.
Yeah.
Like above your head. And then they have like cages around them like a tennis court would. And then right next to the pickleball courts was an ice rink. And they're playing hockey out there, doing some hockey practice. So I broke the rules. You tell me
no one was out there with their cameras on their phones?
I broke the rules, and I took a little bit of video of the hockey rink, and I may have flashed a can of Mountain Dew in that video too. So you might see that if you're subscribed to our channel. Subscribe to our channel. Click it. Yeah. Whatever you need to do.
Hit the notification so you don't miss that one.
That's right.
Yeah, I was supposed to bring some Mountain Dews last night to the party.
Yeah,
I know. We need to get onto that before. This is going to be a 3-hour
we're
episode
30, we're like 30 minutes in, and we haven't got to the second category.
Well, this is the problem. Is we didn't. Typically, we get on and we talk for an hour,
right,
before we hit record. And this one we got on, and because it's super late already,
we're like, hey,
we're just going to cut that. We're just going to hit record, and now here we are trying to do our talk. So let's get on back to reviewing this deal, because you're right. I am getting thirsty.
Me too. The second category is appearance of the drink. We already looked at it when I was pouring it. It's blue. What do you rate it?
On there, I kind of like it. I like that blue. It's is it between Frostbite and Voltage?
I think that's accurate. Maybe a little bit closer to Voltage, but I think that's pretty accurate.
So it's so I gave it a 5. I think it looks good. I like a blue drink. I like a purple drink. My favorite's orange. If it's orange, it's an automatic 6. I don't care what it is. But I gave it a 5.
I gave it a 5 as well.
Let's go. All right. So now I can crack mine. Don't talk over this, so we can get at least one good crack. Decent.
Yeah.
Not the best. I think this is ooh. And now I do have a little bit of some sniffles. because we went to see the Grinch. Our Burleson BTX has like events downtown in the little town center.
Oh yeah, you took me to that area when I was out there visiting you.
Yeah, super cool especially for a town this size to have as much stuff as they do, and a really neat. So they got like a turfed field in the middle of like a town square with a bunch of restaurants and entertainment stuff around bars and whatnot. And so they do inflatable screens a couple times during the summer, and then obviously they do it in the winter. But today was the Grinch. We went down to it, and it got downright cold. It was 51 degrees, where you just said 45 was a nice night.
45 is pickleball weather.
Yeah, and I'm telling you, 51, we were wrapped up in blankets, and I had like 2 blankets on me. I had my beanie, and was freezing. And I was like, all right, we don't have to stay for the whole movie. We've already seen it. We have it. We could probably find it streaming at home if we want to go home.
Finish it up at home if we want.
Yeah. But so now, but I can smell it.
Which Grinch was it?
It was Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey one?
Grinch.
Okay.
Yeah. The Grinch.
Have you seen the newer one that's animated?
Yeah, with like the rap music and stuff at the beginning.
Yeah, do you like
when
that
he's waking up? Yeah, I mean, I like all the Grinch ones.
I like that goat that keeps yelling.
Ah!
That kind of makes me laugh every time. All right.
That's funny.
Our next category is the taste and smell.
Smells.
It smells good.
Smells really good. I mean, man.
We have some fruit snacks that we get at Sam's Club.
Yeah.
Kind of smells like the package of those fruit snacks.
Could smell like some gummy bears too.
Right. Gummy bears or like some gummy worms or something maybe.
Yeah.
Do those smell different, gummy bears and gummy worms, or are those the same?
I feel like they should smell the same. I don't know. All right, are we ready?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Huh.
Okay. So this tastes different than what I remember it being before. Maybe I have COVID.
It tastes different than it smells.
And I have the
heightened smell from this round of COVID?
The taste. No.
Taste and smell?
Yeah, I got a really good blueberry taste to that.
I'm not getting a good flavor on this one. When does this expire?
Mine expired in August, so it's 3-4 months over. But
mine also expired in August. Mine is giving me a light beer flavor. I'm tasting a light beer when I taste it. I don't know why. That's why I'm checking.
Does a light beer taste different than a heavy beer?
I think so. I don't drink a lot of beer, but I've had like some Bud Light and stuff like that. It kind of tastes like a Bud Light to me for some reason. I don't know. It's been a while.
A little telling there with your beer choice.
It's been a long time since I had a Bud Light. It was before they
no last week. don't act like you.
They're just so cheap now.
So yeah, right. They're practically giving it away.
Uh-huh.
So, this is way better than I've had it before. Like, I am getting a really nice blueberry flavor to it, and I don't remember. I was like, I don't know. It's not even like a blueberry. It's pomegranate blue burst, but it's like a blue. I have to eat some pomegranate. It's been a couple years again, but like I'm getting like I almost want to say like a blueberry ice cream, blueberry cereal flavor. Blueberry.
Mine must be bad. Do I?
Mm-mm.
Trying to see if I have another one in there.
It's because I don't remember it being anywhere near this good. on the other one or two that I've already had. Like we keep saying, like, all right, this is going to be an energy drink that
right,
and then we're out every time. We're like, oh man, this is better than
because I think we have our
mindset that's going to be bad, and then we get it and we're like, oh, it's not too bad. But this one, I mean, I really liked. Which one did I like? The cherry lime lift.
Yeah, and then we both really liked
the orange. Did we like the orange one? I'm sure I did. I don't even know what it was.
What was the last one we did? It was here. I got it. Just a sec.
Well, I'm here to say that this is going to be a really good score for me on the taste. This is good. They need to make this into just a regular flavor.
The Energy Strawberry Melon Sharp was the one that
loved. The Spark.
Yeah.
Yes.
You like it, huh?
I do. Now, previously, the other one or two that I've already had was like, it's something way wrong on it.
This one that I'm drinking, something way wrong.
You got something way wrong. Yeah, so we're gonna be opposite ends here.
We are. Mine tastes like if you took a beer and just dumped a little bit of blueberry Kool-Aid in it, or cool blue ice Kool-Aid. I don't know whatever the blue Kool-Aid flavor is.
Yeah,
I taste a little bit of that, like at the beginning and end, but it just tastes like beer to me, and it's not good.
Okay, so what we're getting is that white grape juice, because that's the juice that they put in it, and all of these, most of them, anyways.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to get down here. Aspartame. Trying to see if there's any other.
Does it have aspartame? Did you find that one on there?
Yeah.
It also has the sucralose, which I think both of those are sweeteners.
Yeah. Oh, and it has the ester of rosin. That's like cow hooves.
Is it?
I don't know. I remember we used to have, when I was in a violin, we used to have to put rosin on our bow so it could squeak those strings just right.
Yeah.
So we're drinking that. And I like it.
It's a lot of chemicals.
Yep.
It's not. There's
but
not.
It is 5% juice.
Like there's stuff that says like white grape juice concentrate, but then there's so many things on here that are like
Patames and Ix and
sucralose,
eights,
niacinamide, glycerol,
citcholine,
acetate,
ascorbic acid,
isobutyrate, sulfate,
a sulfame potassium, sucralose, niacinamide, ester of rosin,
pyridoxine hydrochloride.
Oh, hey, hold on here. I think I just figured out something.
Yeah.
You got a bat. Yours doesn't taste good because you don't have the calcium disodium EDTA in it.
Oh, I do. To protect flavor?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't get enough. It didn't protect the flavor properly.
What's you see down low, there's right at the very bottom, after all the colors, there's something in bold.
Yep. Phenyletranurics contains phenylalanine.
Google, YouTube is going to ask to translate our video if we keep reading these things off. They'll be like, hey, people are going to be watching, and then they'll be like, would you like us to translate this video for you? They're not speaking English. Let's figure out what they're doing.
We would like you to translate for us. That was one of the funniest things with Coach O. The people would always post
little translations.
The biggest rival in the SEC is Coach O and the subtitles guy.
Oh, that's funny.
That's got to try to type up what he's saying. Oh, that's funny. It might have been only in Louisiana that people were posting that, but it was fun to see every time.
I don't recall seeing it, but it sounds like it'd be funny.
Yeah.
All right. Taste and smell. I give it a...
Is that a 1 or a 2?
That's a 2. I was going to trick you by bringing up 2 hands. You thought I was going to go high. You got a 5?
I gave it a 5. I am in love with it tonight. But previously, I would have been down there in a 2 or a 3. So
maybe I should.
Whatever it is right now. Well, now you can't taste anything, right? Or isn't that what they say? If you don't smell it, you can't taste it. I don't know either. We just be making stuff up.
All right. How about the mouthfeel?
I haven't sloshed it yet, but I'm getting kind of low because I'm liking it. I'm getting, I need to.
I took a drink to slosh it and I just swallowed it right down.
Man, this is good.
I don't like the feel in my mouth either. I think mine just tastes expired, pretty much. I think. I think it's probably hurting.
Expired and it tastes amazing.
Well, I can't. Maybe I cannot say for certain that mine has been refrigerated the whole time I've owned it. It has been for the last month or 2, but
does that make a difference?
I would assume if it's refrigerated, it won't expire as quickly. But I don't know for sure.
That's an interesting idea because Coors, don't they always say Coors is out there in Colorado? Mm-hmm. Don't they always say it's like made cold and shipped cold? It's never not cold.
Right. Yeah.
Isn't that something? Or they used to do that? I don't know if they still do. Right?
Yeah, they do.
So there must be something to that, what you're saying. Otherwise, they wouldn't.
They at least
tell
want you to
people
think
that they're doing that.
It.
Yeah,
I
right.
mean, they're spending a bunch of money to refrigerate their trucks and their factories and stuff like that. I'm sure that's not just so they can use that as a marketing thing. I bet they think there's something to it.
But there's got to be a place like Sam's Club. It's not. Their alcohol's not sitting in refrigerators. It's just sitting in the aisles next to the other drinks.
Well, I haven't seen them claim that in a while either. So maybe it used to.
So maybe they stopped doing it.
Yeah, they might have used to had contracts with the liquor stores and stuff that hey, it's always got to be in a cooler. You can't store it out on a pallet and stuff like that. So
yeah, maybe.
But now it's in Sam's Club and in grocery stores and stuff like that. So maybe that's harder to control nowadays.
Yep.
For mouthfeel,
y'all have alcohol in like Walmart there now?
Yes. Walmart.
I remember when we went camping up in Nebraska. We were like walking around, like trying to get snacks and stuff, and we like turned the corner and we turned into like a whole alcohol section. We were like, wait, what in the world? Come look here. They got a whole alcohol section here in the or liquor section, whatever you call it, here in Walmart.
Yeah.
So that was something that they could do in
Nebraska,
but evidently in Colorado they were not allowed to at that time.
Right.
But yeah, now y'all are serving weed, right? How could you not be serving alcohol at these grocery stores?
I think it used to be that if you had a grocery store, you could have one location that could have alcohol. Because, like, remember the Sam's Club that we worked at had that alcohol.
Oh, it was like
section.
but it was fenced off.
It was caged off, yeah.
Yes.
And I think it was even a separate company.
It had to have its own entrance, I believe.
Oh, yeah. I think you're right. That's why they had to put a cage on it and stuff.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, it used to be like that for a while, and then
Sam's Club's like, hey, if y'all would change your laws, we could make a lot more money.
Right. And then Costco had
and we're gonna sell it at a lot better price point and give you more tax money than whoever's renting out this little corner section from us.
Right. Yeah.
And they're like, oh, okay, yeah, we'll go ahead and vote that through.
More money? Okay, let's do it.
Yeah. I better not finish that because it's almost, another pull or two and it's gone. All right, mouthfeel. I'm going to go with 5.
3 for me.
Oh, this is going to be our most film.
It is. We're going to have our most wide disparity.
Yeah, usually we're like right at like a couple points, 1 or 2 points within each other, but this one we're going to be way off.
How about the Dunis?
Mine is smooth. But I don't know that we've ever gotten a whole lot of Dunis with any of the energies.
Right.
And it's probably because of the aspartame and not real sugar or corn syrup. But I'm gonna give it I'll give it a 2 because of the smoothness that mine has. Give it a bonus point.
I also gave it a 2.
All right. See, there you go. Now we're back on track.
All right. And our last category is the name. The name, Mountain Dew Energy Pomegranate Blue Burst.
Yeah, I kind of wish it was blueberry. Because for some reason, that's what I think I'm drinking. But then when I read grape juice, then I'm like, okay, I do kind of taste that grape juice.
Blueberry pomegranate.
And then that last drink I had kind of tasted like blue cotton candy at the end. It's a fun finish.
Yeah, it says blueberry pomegranate flavor with other natural flavors. I like that it's got burst on there. I think that's kind of one of those common Mountain Dew things where they give you kind of a little bit extreme descriptor at the end or somewhere in there. And it does tell you, it says pomegranate blue burst. You've had more pomegranates than me. Does it taste pomegranate to you, or do you only taste blue?
Well, that's what I said earlier. Like, I don't know. It's been a couple years since I've had like pomegranate.
Right.
However you say it. But yeah, I'm mostly, well, now it's kind of mostly apple juice that I'm kind of tasting. Yeah. But yeah, I would say. And now that I'm thinking about it, like it should be red, right? Pomegranate's red. It stains your fingers red.
It's kind of a deep red too. Like it's.
Yeah, you're supposed to do it like under the water so that your I don't know. I don't know, but.
So should they have called it blueberry pom burst instead of pomegranate blue burst?
But I think I might be making up the blueberry. I don't know if that's supposed to what the blue is for, or if it's the blue is just because we made the drink blue and not red.
It does say below it says blueberry pomegranate flavor.
Yeah.
So that is what the blue is for. It's for blueberry.
Okay, so then yeah, that's what I was tasting at the beginning. So yeah, I think it should be the other way around. Blueberry should be more prominent in what the flavor is because my first few drinks was like, man, this is a really good blueberry drink.
Right. I agree with you. I think they have all the right combination of things. They have the burst. They have the telling you what it is, but I think they just got those two out of order. I'm going to give it a 4 for the name. I'm not going to hold that out of order against them too much. I kind of like that they shortened blueberry too, because then it's kind of fun. Like, you're my boy, Blue. You know?
Hey, yes. I like that. So I was bouncing back between 3 and 4 myself, and I was really leaning towards 3, and you went with a 4, so I'm going to go with a 3 to balance that out a little bit. And I guess maybe because I think blueberry should be the What if it was just blueberry burst with a pomegranate splash or something? I don't know.
Yeah. If it said blueberry burst and then it said blueberry flavor with a hint of pomegranate and other natural flavors, I'd be like, yeah, that's what it is.
That's yeah. So I gave it a 3. And now I got to do math. All right. I've done it 2 times and I got the same number, so I'm going to say that this is pretty good. Did I give you my last one? A 3?
A 3?
For name, so. 3.
Yeah,
I don't know if I
4
gave the number. My total is 24.
My total is 21.
Well, we're not that far off. Only 3.
Yeah.
Or 4.
3.
Well, 21.
21, 22, 23, 24.
It depends on how you count it, right?
It does. All right. Well, there it is. 21 out of 36 for Mountain Dew Energy Pomegranate Blue Burst. And you gave it a 24 out of 36.
24. And I gave it a good 5, a solid 5 for taste and smell, because it's kicking tonight. And we're now at my favorite part of the show.
Okay. I'll do it then. I'm Phil.
I'm Bob.
And we are
the Mountain Duo. Slam it!
Luckily, I just have a little bit in my cup here. I'll just go this instead of the can.
Yeah, don't cut yourself.
There we go. I kept it over here on the side where I wouldn't cut myself.
I couldn't tell where it was, but
I keep telling myself, the little man on there, the little miner guy, I try to drink right on him. That way it's off to the side.
Nice. Well, how was that last pull?
Not great.
Slam? No.
Not great.
Did you say not great or not grape?
Not great. But I did taste a blueberry in it.
See? I'm telling you.
All right. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for watching. See ya.
See ya.